Sweet. What do I want to play? Let's go for this one. If anyone wants to see one of the 4 particular decks I have on Magic Online currently, feel free to request any one of them. I'm down to play whichever. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. What's the Jer White equivalent of Muscle Wizards? Well, I think the meme around me and Highlander is Big White, but it's a different sort of thing. Like, Ben built that deck with the help of his husband Kiefer, and then it's sort of just like not a very good deck, and so that's kind of the joke, as it were. But it won a match and then has never been played since. Whereas Big White, I took to a tournament, 0-2 dropped, and like wallowed in despair for weeks. Ooh, that was a nice draw. So we picked the right deck to play against what looks like mono red. This deck almost certainly has the best win percentage against mono red of the decks that I have, so got lucky there. Yeah, sure, Benzel. I'm down to jam. Gogol Matt. Yeah, you should be up there in the queue as well. Maybe I'll restructure it. You definitely asked. Halo Man, thanks for jumping in the stream. All right, red green. I think Samsoni's known for playing 4-color blood, but this looks a lot like either red green or mono red. Maybe splash green cards. So I'm gonna try to play around price and Blood Moon as best I can here. We just want to elongate the game as much as possible. Shut down their plays. So if nothing else changes, I'm going to block the Falconwrath Forger with Blade Splicer and double block carries out if they choose to attack. Hey, Pinot Graham, thanks for jumping in. I mean, that's the hope, Apocalypse. That is the dream with this deck. Hashtag the gel is full. That was sweet. Ben's not going to live that one down for a while. City on 6, thanks for the follow. Who? Maybe it is 4-color blood. Or John to Aggro. Don't usually see 2 mana or 1 mana 2/1s in 4-color blood, so maybe it's John to Aggro. Yeah, I'm gonna need to write down a queue for matches. I'll figure this out in a second, but if you're in the queue, be prepared to remind me you're in the queue shortly. So I'm gonna cram with this golem because we're gonna create 2 more. Blighted Fen. Holy cow. Going deep. Hero of Oxid Ridge. So it stops Blade Splicer and Wall of Omens from blocking. Then I'd be taking 3, 6, 8, 11. 11's pretty bad, but then I'd have more golems. I'm trying to decide if I need to path this hero. It's going to resolve for sure. I think I am just going to path the hero. Just be safe. I haven't known Basta to play Blighted Fen, but... So if they attack, we're blinking this Blade Splicer and gonna get him. Haha. Surprise. Not gonna throw away our Blade Splicer just yet. We'll take the 2 damage gladly at this point. Ooh, Venser's a good one. Yeah, at this point I think we're just winning the race. Yeah, this deck looks sweet. I'm still not entirely sure what the plan is. Maybe they have like, maybe it's red-black splash for Deathrite. They just drew their Deathrite splash a little early. So we're gonna bounce the Asylum Visitor to stop them from drawing here. Yeah, exactly, isn't it? I might have blocked the monkey if we were under more pressure, but we were not. Yeah, so we're just going to return this Asylum Visitor here. Stop them from drawing an extra card. I see. Don't know exactly what we want to do with that yet, but it'll be something. Just going to keep bashing in for 6 points of first strike damage. Like, Thrag Tusk is always a good option. Yeah, Lil Man, that's a reasonable point. I kind of wanted to hold the Eerie Interlude for more value if I felt I needed it, but... I was a little worried about getting put under more pressure and needing it to gain life. So worst case, this finds us Thrag Tusk. We could just get Bramble Sovereign and send them into the Shadow Realm, but I think we're just gonna get Thrag Tusk. Yeah, just getting Thrag Tusk. This almost certainly just locks up the game. I do not see a way out for them. Yeah, definitely. But this deck, the Blink deck rarely has like a lot of really crazy decisions. Like some of the decisions you make are interesting, but it's often just sequencing and you know, some decisions you make earlier might matter later, but it's often more on board decisions than like really interesting lines. The green-white 6-drop is Archon of Valor's Reach. That one. Come on, MTG bot, are you here? It's here, it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to find it. Oh, if I typed in card instead of crad, it would probably work. I think we have to mulligan this one. I actually think it's close, but because we saw red and black, if they bolt our bird, we lose. Well, that didn't work out. Well, this is certainly a 3 that can win. Or 5 that can win, rather. There we go. We figured it out. Yeah, it's sweet in Legacy. Inquisition. No, my Stoneforge Mystic. At least I have to assume they're taking Stoneforge Mystic. If they didn't, I'd be scared and curious. Solemn Storm. Thanks for the follow. Seeing play in Nickfit and in Elves as well. I know at least Julian's been playing it a bunch in Elves. Yeah, I actually think Archon's very underplayed, at least in the Victoria meta. Haha, drew the GTA anyways. Now they don't know we have it, so it's all the more valuable. All the more valuable. This Displacer is a card I'm not actually sure I like in the deck. Like, it obviously has some synergy, but I just don't know if there's enough colorless sources to make it worthwhile. Or Rabble Master. Boo, the crowd hates it. That card's gonna kill us. Maybe I should have blocked the Goblin there. Drawing land was really good. Now it lets me play Displacer and know I can GTA next turn regardless. No attacks. If they attack with everything, I'm just not going to block. Hopefully they don't strip mine us again because we hit our land drop. And they need their lands. Uh-oh. This feels like a burn spell. Braid. They attacking for 1 million? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no blocks. That's a nice one. Or potentially nice, at least. Means we don't need to crack this fetch land. So we die to many things here, but we definitely need a good one as well. Yeah, I have a bunch of them, but playing too many filter lands definitely has some downsides. Yeah, that draw was just too fast against our Mulda 5. If we'd been able to have the Stoneforge Mystic, we might have had a chance, but wasn't quite getting there. Alma V or Alma 5, thanks for the follow. Yeah, Batterskull has been a bit out of favor. Just as the format's getting leaner and more efficient, I'd say just the cost of putting Batterskull in your deck is going from positive to negative. Like, games are ending before Batterskull is relevant. There's more and more decks that don't care about Batterskull with the printing of Kolagon's Command and a Braid. More decks have natural answers to Batterskull, whereas before you sort of need to have like Maelstrom Pulse or Vindicate or Council's Judgment. Actually, Council's Judgment is another new answer to Batterskull, so. And things like Vivian Reed, just like more bonus naturalizes. Night of Autumn is another one, so just like the cost of Assassin's Trophy, exactly. The cost of putting in your deck because of the increase in number of answers and and with the increased speed of the format, just has made it fall out of favor a bit. Some people are discussing that Stoneforge should go down to 0. I'm still not in favor, but if Stoneforge went to 0, I think we'd see an uptick in the number of batter skulls. Had a productive council meeting earlier, breakfast council meeting. Can't discuss too much, but it was good to chat with the new council. Hey Joker Boney. We're on Bant Blink right now, but our first match we played was Scape Shift. Yeah, Benzel, in most Stoneforge decks I've been cutting it. Is it not letting you submit, Samsoni? That's weird. The changes will get announced tomorrow, and we'll make sure they go up on the Facebook group and the website as well. Oh, I'm not in game? Is it my moto that's being weird? That's weird. It looks like it's doing fine. Huh. Well, do you want to just requeue with the same decks and just play one game? Yeah, Drakehaven will certainly never be on the points list, but if you ask Ben in that moment, he might have put it to 7. Yeah, just shoot me another challenge, or I'll challenge you, and we'll just play a one game to finish up our match, because Moto tried to steal it from us. That was weird. Maybe we requeue until I have the choice, because I should be on the play, right? Do you want to just scoop this one and put me on the play? Yeah, I'll just concede and then here we go. Try to regain what Magic Online had stolen from us. Oh, maybe they put us on the play. Did they? Chooses not to play first. Oh yeah, we should have just done that. I didn't realize that. That would have been smarter. Yeah, it definitely had nothing to do with the Soul Ring Library of Alexandria or Demonic Tutor that found the Drakehaven. But yeah, Pinot Graham, definitely PM me on Magic Online to join the clan if you haven't yet. I actually think I'm going to keep this one. It's a bit of risky business, but I think it's worthwhile. So we saw Strip Mine as well as Wasteland, so I think I'm just going to go get a dual land here. I'll get blue mana to potentially give us access to all of our colors. You can shoot me a message whenever, Pinot Graham. I don't mind. It'll just take a second. So Gut Shot doesn't get played too much, thankfully. Yeah, this hand is definitely risky, but nice. They're gonna know our hand is risky, but they missed with the duress, which always feels good. never didn't have it. Feels good. Oops. Punt. I thought this was the green dork. Should have got breeding pool. The old get rewarded by your deck, then immediately start playing bad maneuver. A bold one, to be sure. If I don't hit a land drop, I'm actually just gonna Eternal Witness for a land. Deathrite Shaman and Carnophage. Yeah, definitely Eternal Witnessing for a land. I will get Wooded Foothills, because that only gets green mana. Can't misplay with that one. It's impossible. Then we have Woodland Bellower next turn, Flicker Wisp the Woodland Bellower the turn after. I like where we're at. Surprised they didn't attack us with the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Maybe they missed the attack. Or did they attack us with it? No, they must have attacked us with it. Exactly. Big brain plays. Thanks, Emmerfool. Appreciate everyone tuning into me, even with the Legacy SCG and Modern Grand Prix going on. Always appreciated. How many of these creatures are going to go to the graveyard? I think I'm just going to block the Scrap Heap Scrounger and absorb more damage. They may get it back later, but I'm planning on just taking the board over so heavily that it won't matter. Don't kill my things. Haha. Moo. So we have options. We could get Kitchen Finks, because that card's really good. We could get Knight of Autumn and shatter their Mana Crypt. Could get Voice of Resurgence, and so they probably just can't attack us. Decisions. I think I kind of like Kitchen Finks the most. Just absolutely stabilize the board, you know? Yeah, the Bellower definitely moves. Moo. Yeah, I tuned into a bit of the Legacy coverage. There were some sweet decks. Yeah, I watched a bit of the CFP coverage. I think they still need to do a bit of work to clean it up, but that's to be expected since it was on short notice and it's their first event, sort of doing it solo. Yeah, Honk is definitely the Bomat Courier. Fire Covenant. Holy jeepers. That's a line and a half. I will block. They don't have green mana to eat my Finks, so. Might have been an argument for attacking with Stirring Wildwood there, but I want to play spells. Kind of hoping they block for value. So I guess we'll do the correct thing and draw cards first. Always draw last, they say. I don't even want to play that. We're definitely just flickering the Finks here. I don't think I need more cards to win. They have one card left in hand. And I want my Finks to be able to attack into the Deathrite Shaman profitably. And they have Mana Crypt in play, which is only helping our clock, so... Fire Covenant was probably a good play from them, but it was definitely a costly play in terms of life total. And this deck can pressure reasonably quickly. Like, they need a removal spell in order to survive through this combat. Attack with all. Yeah, that's the plan. Do you have a thing? Anything's present? Eating Fire Covenant. I take 2. Price. Not dead. Kind of close, though. A little scary. Alright.